My friend John was working at the train station. He was the security guard of the train station. When he went to work at night on the day of the incident, he realized that things were strange. He went to check the rail switch, but couldn't find it in the dark. He said nothing happened for a long time and didn't care. When he got back to the station, he fell asleep. In his dream, he saw 2 trains crashing. He woke up covered in sweat and thought it was a bad nightmare. He said, and turned on the television. When he saw the news of the train accident on the breaking news on television, he was scared and confused about what to do. He immediately took a flashlight and went to check the rail switch. After walking about 500 meters, he reached the switch and realized that the switch had been tampered with. He saw smoke rising 1 kilometer away. When he ran to look, he saw that 2 trains had collided, and he immediately ran to help. There were dead and injured people everywhere. Then he fainted, and when he woke up, he found himself in the forest 50 kilometers away from the train station. He immediately went to the nearest road and asked for help. One of the cars passing by took John into his car. John got out of the car at the train station. The television was still on, but there was no train accident in any of the breaking news. In fact, there was no important incident that night across the country. He couldn't make sense of what was happening. 3 months have passed since this incident. John's wife and her children decided to visit their mother and bought train tickets. They set out on Friday evening, but John couldn't go because he was working. That night, he fell asleep again and woke up with the sound of an explosion, having had a nightmare 3 months ago. When he went out and looked, he saw smoke rising. When he ran for help and saw the bodies of his wife and children in the 12th carriage, he collapsed. When he came to, he wished to be in the forest like that night, but he woke up next to the corpses of his family. He lost his entire family that night.